So one thing that makes your shop different than most shops that we tour is the fact that you guys are making all or most of your patches in-house, right?
Right.
So I know the embroidery machines
Sure.
are kind of loud, guys, but I really want to show you how Josh here is making some patches. So explain to us, Josh, what we got going on here.
Yeah, so with patches, and we've ran them in all sorts of different ways. In this case, we're running one down here on the end, but hence why this head isn't running. But yeah, with patches, we end up using a vinyl material. We laser cut out our twill, we put down a track line, and then we go in and we put down our twill on top of that with a peel and stick adhesive, and then we finish them out complete. And the reason why we do that is that, you know, when we kind of started doing this business, we'd use a hot gun or scissors, and after running on your normal twill or a felt or whatever, we would cut them out, but you'll end up seeing the black from the twill or black from the felt or the white. And if you're doing, say, a red patch with a red border or a green patch, all of a sudden you see that black or the white popping through, and it just doesn't look very clean. Where this, we pop them out once we're done. Everything is nice and tight. Precision is always dead on. There's no mismatch with borders. There's no worries of cutting a loose thread that you would with a hot knife or scissors. And then once that's done, yeah, we just pop them out of there and heat press them to the hats after putting some adhesive on, and then we'll sew them too. Sometimes we sew them, sometimes we don't. Depends on the customer, depends on the type of hat. When it comes to hats, you know, we find with cotton we can heat press, nylons you can heat press, but wools you can't. You got to sew. Hence why we have all those machines up front.
You know what it feels like? It feels like a plastic shower curtain.
Yeah,
it's essentially what you're sewing onto.
I've seen people in various groups saying that they use couch protectors and all kinds of weird stuff. But yeah, we buy a big, you know, again, it's a nice part of being in the textile industry with my other business is that we're already used to buying rolls of fabric. So we just went out, and once we figured this process, we'd buy rolls of fabric and we buy just rolls of vinyl, and yeah, it's a game changer.
You're one of those guys where you're like, I want to figure out how